G'day guys, today's the 8th of May 2024. We're in a town called Currumbin Valley in Queensland. We're looking for a missing person, Patrick Liedke. There's a Facebook page out there called Find Patrick Liedke. He went missing on the 22nd of April up there in the hills, and police have done a preliminary search and haven't come up with anything so far. There's a photo here available. If you see him around, please contact 000 and let them know you've located him. He seems pretty friendly from the information we've gained. The police have stopped the search. The family's asked us to come in and do a search with the thermal drone. I've got the thermal drone here tonight. We're going to be searching up there in the hills tonight when it starts cooling down a little bit. This one's a freebie one. We do look for lost people for free. Animals we charge for. So plan is, as soon as night starts to fall, we'll let the ground cool down a little bit more and then take the drone up, have a look through there. It's quite thick terrain, but we can penetrate through some of it using a circular motion to go around the bushland.
This is now night time. We're flying around with a thermal camera. This will pick up heat source. So just down there we noticed a little red spot, a yellow spot. So different colours will indicate what temperatures they are. As we fly around in circles, we're able to look through the gaps between the branches and leaves. And if we get a hot spot like that, we will come on down and have a bit of a closer look. This one grabbed our interest. The footage you're seeing here is directly from the memory card out of the camera itself, so it's high resolution. The information we're getting back on the handset is a transmitted signal, and it's a little bit less quality than what you're seeing here. So straight away you can almost see, make out what it actually is. It ended up not being a person, but on our little camera it looked quite positive. So we spent a bit of time trying to work out what it was from the handset. You can see the shapes here. There's movement. It's different to the relative ground area, so it's clearly a heat source. The ground temperature on that day was about 14 degrees, so we're looking at temperatures that's going to be transmitting sort of around the 19, 18 degrees above that, and we can actually activate an alarm system on it, so when a heat source above that temperature comes out, it'll set an alarm off. Again, you're seeing a higher res quality here, so on the night we couldn't see this as we're looking at it now, so we went for a walk up through the bush to try and locate what this was. A bit later on you will see on the camera it's an animal of some sort, and on the night we thought it was a dog, and we come to the conclusion that it may have been a person with a dog. A dog was being held, that's what we were thinking, because you can sort of see shapes there that were consistent with a human. Legs, arms, but anyway, we went in, had a look, and it ended up being nothing there. And once I got home I could review this footage and realised that it was only a dog or an animal of some sort, probably some sort of wallaby, I don't know what it was, possum, but you can clearly see now the shape of the head, and that's all we could see on the screen on the handset, so you can clearly make out what it is now from this high res. Anyway, we pulled away on that one, and here's some other footage from earlier on in the night. You can, as we're flying around, you sort of see what you reckon is a heat source in relation to other area. So yeah, you can see that now clearly in the middle, and we come on down into it. So the theory is that if we get a nice little area where we want to search, we can spend a lot of time on it doing circles, flying in circles, so we can penetrate different cutouts of trees. There is some tree branches in the background, but they're a little bit more red when we're looking for that yellow source just there. It's obvious. So what a normal bushwalker could walk through, you know, in about a day, we could cover in about 10 minutes using this thermal drone. We can see birds flying sometimes across the screen. It's quite an effective tool. Although you think the terrain's quite thick, and it is quite thick, heat sources will still penetrate through the gaps. Unless the person's deliberately hiding behind a solid object like a tree, that could impact our ability to spot them. Our company does do person searches for free, obviously if it's in close to our area and it's easy for us to get to and other work commitments don't impact it, we can come out and assist with searches. Generally we get notified once the police have given up their search. Agencies very rarely, well, they don't contact us at all. It's generally the families. And it's quite an effective tool. We're out there when other search parties have retired for the night. It's too dangerous up there for night time for people to go looking, unless it's a kid. Obviously you'd probably put a bit more effort in. So the family's still conducting searches in the area, so if you're able to help on foot, car, push bike, drone, anything at all, you can probably get onto that Find Patrick Liedke or similar and give them a hand during the daytime. Here we've located a heat source. You'll see what it is. There you go, it's a kangaroo. So it looks like several kangaroos in one area, and you can also see cows and stuff when they start walking. Their heat source from their footprint is stuck behind on the grass or the ground. Generally kangaroos poo when they run off or hop off, and their poo leaves heat sources as well. The earlier you contact us, the better. Realistically, if you've got someone missing or lost and you've got agencies involved, we can certainly run parallel to them at a distance and assist. We also look after animal searches, so if you've got a lost dog, we've searched for lost cats. So if you do have any of those, we charge for lost animals just to try and recoup some of the losses from the volunteered search. See if you can spot a heat source in that little view there. See what you think you can spot. Did you find it? There it is, center of screen, zooming in on that, not zooming in, flying down to it. So this is pitch black night, so the shapes you're seeing here is quite handy for us as a drone operator. We can work out our altitudes, work out where we are in relation to the canopy. My phone number, if you need it for anything, is 0418 876562, and we've got a web page, searchandrescueservices.com.au. Contact us if you need anything at all. I've also got the ability as a recreational paragliding pilot. I've got a motor that I can fly with, and I find that really effective in search as well. That's conducted at a free service, and yeah, it's good stuff.